Hello, people. And yes, Arsenal have lost once again in a final when it matters the most. What I mean, once again, we usually lose when it matters the most, when the pressure is the biggest, when the expectations are the highest. Arsenal usually, well, there is no other way to put it, well, drop the ball. And it has happened once goddamn again. Embarrassing performance, pathetic performance, especially in the second half, and nothing good comes out of this right now. Nothing good. I've been saying this for quite a while that this cup is season-defining game because it could define our season. It could mean we win the league. It could mean we lose the league. It could mean anything. Man City at the moment are flying high. Their backs were against the wall. They came out on top, and to a degree also in emphatic fashion. We did absolutely nothing in the second half. In the first half, Havertz had a chance. We had another half chance, and that's about it. We didn't do much. The second half performance, substitutions was embarrassing. The starting 11, well, I don't even know what to say. Havertz starts. Eze is injured, by the way. He has been pulled out of England national team. Eze doesn't play. He is injured. Well, God knows what's going to happen there. Timber was not fit. Odegaard is not there. Merino is out. That means Ben White starts. Hincapié as well. Uncharacteristically poor performance for Hincapié. Gets cooked left, right, and center by Semenyo. Being put on a yellow. Bernardo Silva didn't get a yellow, but it is what it is. This referee was a bit different, but we are not going to talk about that. Havertz in the 10. Well, the less said the better. Trossard on the left. He was just a passenger. Why the hell was he even on the pitch? Let's be real. Saka, usual stinker and cooked. Let's be real. Then Arteta, when we are losing, subs on defenders, subs on in the 80th minute, subs on attackers only. 80th minute, by the way. And somehow Trossard plays 18 minutes. All these guys play 18 minutes. Why? Genuinely, why? Again, Arteta waits until shit hits the fan to maybe start to do something. And again, as always, he messes it all up. This is on Arteta, 100%. This is on players as well, partially. Let's be real. This is on Kroenkes as well. Let's not forget about those men in charge. Josh Kroenke was in the stands today. We all saw the pictures. He was in the stands. He was watching this, and if he definitely said that this is performance, we're going to win it all. If he thinks that way, boy, we are in massive trouble. Every single goddamn time when Arteta gives us hope, a reason to trust him, a tiny bit even. We always obviously have the doubts in the back of our heads based on past experiences, but we always have that. We always have that we actually might do it. There actually is something to it. We are a bit different. Arteta might be learning. And as always, when it matters the most, when everything is on the line, he shits the bed, he is a coward, he parks the bus, he absolutely does nothing. Absolutely does nothing. And then, by the way, and then, I don't know even what to say. I'm going to share this with you. People like the stream, subscribe if you're new, Arteta out, and I don't give a F what you say in this regard, because today I am taking no prisoners. I'm kid you not. But this is what I tweeted after the game. 2-0 City. I cannot believe this. This is embarrassing and pathetic. Arteta has balled it. The players have balled it. Mentality marshmallows. Because when going gets tough, usually the tough get going. But with Arsenal, when going gets tough, we shit the bed. Let's be real. This could affect the rest of the season, and Arsenal can go trophyless once again. And let's not pretend it cannot happen. Because City at the moment, with the trophy, they have the upper hand psychologically. And that puts them in a different realm right now. That gives them the extra boost. And of course, but trust the process, right? And big up Andre, by the way, one of my dear friends from back in the day. Talk to him very rarely these days, but he was one of my friends. He's also an Arsenal fan. This is what they said. This is what he said. Pointless cup? Calm down, bro. We will still win the league. And this is the narrative that has been pushed all across the goddamn social media right now. Nobody cares about Carabao Cup. It's just a useless trophy. We're still gonna win the league anyways. Pathetic and embarrassing. Genuinely pathetic, embarrassing, shambolic, and disgrace, to say the least. Utter sheer disgrace, to say the least. I'm in no mood today for any crap, genuinely speaking. So we'll see where this leads today. And I will have to restrain myself as well. Big up Mubarak, big up. I'm sick of two people at Arsenal. Arteta, my question is coach, and the two function of Kai on Arsenal. Yeah, why did Kai have it start? Why? Serious talk, why did Kai have it start? What did he do? He missed a good chance to score, that's about it. Saka in the 10, all these experiments now all out in the wind. Dauman doesn't play, Madueke doesn't play, and everything, and there are no solutions. No solutions for anything. Why the hell did Kepa start? Why? The day before yesterday, we did a preview show. I did my predicted 11, and I said, for the final, I want the best of the best on the pitch we have available. That means screw Kepa, because he has lost 2 finals in a row, by the way, Carabao FAs, and put Raya in goal, because at least him I can trust to a degree. And there were some people in the chat, in the comments, who said, no, trust Kepa. He has done well so far, and he's going to do it again. No. That's not how it works. In the final, where everything is on the line, when there is no step back, no do-overs, no nothing, only repercussions to the maximum degree, especially for a team that wins nothing, absolutely nothing, over the last 6 years, 33 years and counting since we won the Carabao Cup. There's going to be 1 extra year for that. You play the best available players, the players that have gone you to the heights you are there. Kepa has done none of it. Genuinely has done none of it. He had some good performances. He has done some stuff. But let's not act like Setford or Almunia or Runnison in the goal could not have done the same things to a degree. Raya in goal was a must today for me. It was a must, without shadow of a doubt. And people called me dumb and stupid for saying that. And right now, we are paying the price. We are paying the goddamn price. Thanks to Arteta, thanks to Kepa, thanks to players, and thanks to the sheer incompetence of these owners. Let's be real. The second half, he was the plan. There was no plan. Arteta has no plan. He is not adaptive. He is not proactive. He is reactive. And when we went 1-0 down, Arteta started preparing subs. Oh, he's preparing subs. We're going to come back now. By the time those subs were prepared, we were 2-0 down. And after that, it got even worse with the subs. We did nothing. We couldn't do anything. Panic, stress, self-doubt, mentality, nothing there. Broken, fragile, marshmallows. We got put on toast in a spliff and eaten for breakfast with no sauce, no seasoning. Let's be real, people. Let's be real. No excuses, no nothing for the players, for Arteta, for Kroenkes, and especially for all these top gooners who were screaming for the whole season, best squad, best manager, best depth, we're gonna win the quad and all this crap. Where are they now? Will I hear the apologies right now for what I've been called throughout this whole year, saying that we won't win Carabao Cup, that we need to be cautious, take this game by game, not be reactionary and everything? Because I, for example, speak from experience. I speak from the past years. When we are in deep shit, we are in deep shit. And nothing has changed over the years. And people now say, oh, it's nothing, everything's fine and everything. Carabao Cup, useless trophy anyways. We're going to win the league. We are still in FA Cup and Champions League. With performances like this, we're going to win nothing. Win the Dog has better chance in winning a Dog Walk Parade Awards than Arsenal winning anything. Let's be real. My worry is no communication. There was nothing on the pitch. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, Gunnar, see, you told you so. I had some chest because Arteta didn't prove us wrong. Arteta was doing actually some things, and I was starting to believe a tiny bit in Arteta that he's doing stuff. But, well, he was not. Let's be real. He was not. Absolutely not. He, again, proved us, and especially me as well, why I don't trust this manager. To get us there, to get us over the line, and to win anything. Once goddamn again. Nothing has changed. Same old, same old, same old. Same shit, different toilet. Let's be real. Nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed. This was sheer and utter embarrassment, to say the least. Absolutely embarrassing. Pathetic, even so to speak. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore. Had a feeling we will lose when it matters. We drop points. No Max, spineless, coward Arteta. I see balling everything. Same. Because it's been like that year after year. Nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed. We balled top 4 years ago. When we should have finished top 4, we balled it to Spurs. We balled the league 8 points clear. We balled the league year afterwards. We balled the Carabao Cup semifinals. We have balled everything. We are balling merchants, to say the least. Let's be real, people. There's nothing else we can say about this. Nothing more. Give me a second. I need to do some stuff. Give me a sec to fix this mess. Need to fix this to a degree. Come on. Like, I don't even know what to say, to be honest. Fans are absorption over the power of these guys missed to clear that chance. That's not everything. Kai missed one chance. We had whole 70 minutes to create more, score more. We did none of that. Big up Sean. As soon as I saw the starting 11, I knew it was going to be long. Same. I'm not gonna lie. It was the same for me, especially with Havertz in the 10 and everything. Disgraceful performance, and now we're exposed ourselves for the rest of the campaign. Still can't get it over the line. Exactly. The mental game at the end of the season is bigger than people actually imagine. Playing the same Bournemouth game week 2 and game week 38 or even 35 when shit is on the line. Completely two different games because of the pressure, expectations, and stuff that is on the line. And now that looking at the games we have ahead, I'm breaking it. Not to mention, we still have to go to Etihad. After today's result, that Man City got one over us, they will have extra something behind them to get it over the line, to beat us, to go for the title. Because mentally, we're going to be damaged right now. And that can send us in a very dark downward spiral. Slowly but steadily, it can easily and utterly do that. Let's be real. I see City winning more games than usual. And if we win their game with hand, us with 3 points, heck, we'll drop points. Exactly. And that's how it can go. This will give City extra motivation, extra boost. We still have to go to Etihad. They win the game in hand. Let's be real. If they win the game in hand, if they win the game at Etihad, it's 3 points. 3 points, that's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not to mention that they're going to smash them. The goal difference is going to be better, and that one game can decide everything. Absolutely shambles. Why didn't he bring Max on or play? Eze was injured. Eze is injured. That's why he didn't play. Eze has even withdrawn from the England national team not to play. He's that injured, actually. He played Jesus. That says everything. He wanted to go for a draw at the final. Exactly. And the nuts part is he made the subs, if I'm not mistaken, before it actually, after they scored. Let me check this quickly so I don't talk out my ass. They scored in 60th minute. Let's be real, people. Look at this. There's nothing shameful about this. Arteta is very proactive, by the way. Very not proactive, reactive. Look at this. They scored in 60th minute. And only then Arteta started to prepare any substitutions. He made 0 subs at halftime, by the way. 0. Trossard was stinking, Havertz was stinking, everyone was stinking. He made 0 subs. By the time the subs were ready, by the way, 65th, 66th minute, yeah, they scored the second goal. And we were done by then. We are not coming back from 2-0 up. This was a City team that could have been gotten at. They were fragile. Their defense is shambles. Let's be real. But today it looked like we are not the champions. We are not going for the title. We have somehow bumbled our way into the final to play the actual title holders and the team that is going to win it all. That's how it looked like. Because we pretty much did nothing. 1-2 chances throughout the whole game. We had maybe 2 shots in second half overall. Like, that is sheer and utter embarrassment, to say the least. That's not a team, not a club, not players, not manager who is going for the trophy, who is going for the win, and who has the proper mentality to get it over the line. Oh boy, big up Alba, big up. I'm sick of Arteta. He screwed things up big time. Yeah, shambolic second half performance. Suck is dog shit. Gyökeres was a goal. Kepa should never play again, but he obviously is a cup appearance player. Yeah, exactly. That's the nuts part. Hence why I said we need to play Raya. For final, I want best of the best. And Arteta obviously chose to play Kepa, a guy who has been to 2 finals and lost both of them. On penalties to City, ironically enough, and to Liverpool. When it comes on the key matches, always Arsenal indicates laziness. It's something not going right there, definitely. Hence they played today over Raya. Yeah, exactly. Win the league and just go, yeah. That's the thing. If we win the league, Arteta should go. Go on a high, don't cause misery to fans, don't cause pain, and don't ruin anything for yourself any more than you have to. Because it genuinely looks like that we're going to be Liverpool next season. If we win the league this season, our players are so knackered, so injured, and so tired that next season we will be Liverpool this season. We will struggle to make top 4. It could come to that. And to be honest, based on what we are seeing right now, I would not be surprised. Because these players won't be able for 5 years in a row to handle this type of grinding games out, to being run into the ground with no injuries. We already are breaking in half, partially, all of the players. Next season could get even worse. To the maximum degree, it could get worse. And people just don't care about that. People don't look in the future, they don't look in the past. Let's be real. Just put our focus on getting the Prem over the line now, because the team needs to win one thing. Team needs to win something first. This team has won nothing, and it showed today. The mentality of the game and everything. It showed today. It showed today quite heavily why this team has not won anything. And it all comes from the manager, let's be real. Bang average player, not the right mentality there, and cannot get it over the line. Have a bad feeling versus Bournemouth. Is it away or at home? Arsenal schedule, Bournemouth is at home. Arsenal play at the Emirates. I have a worse feeling, by the way, about Southampton in quarterfinals straight after international break. And I have quite a bad feeling about Sporting away as well, because we don't tend to do well against Portuguese teams in general in elimination stages. Our main team back in the day with Henry and them, man, barely got past them, and that was a different type of Porto. Remember a few years back, Porto? Lisbon Sporting in Europa? It wasn't pretty. Oh, we beat them 5-1. That means nothing at the end of the day. Whole new team, whole new season, whole new everything. That midfield selection was a disgrace. Zero creativity, defensive-minded, sideways passing, and zero forward thinking. Yeah, as soon as I learned Eze was out, I knew it will lack of spark. Yeah, 100%. We were lacking quite a bit today. Quite a bit. And I'm not going to lie, in all departments we were lacking. Not just in attacking department or defensive department or midfield department. In all of the departments we were lacking. And that is not a good look, because this is not a one-off. This is a reoccurring theme through Arsenal, specifically under Mikel Arteta over the years of his coaching and the time when we have been in these stages. And that is a big, big worry, a big, big problem. And if it doesn't get resolved, it's going to be rough. Do you think we will draw a lot of games due to this? Turkey plays, they win been saying people. Pep played him from the start, they win the league. I think it will be damaging to a degree. I just don't know to what extent. But I will not be surprised if this one loss, specifically against Man City, will damage us big time. Because Arteta's ego right now is going to be so damaged, so destroyed, that he will go even more defensive just to try and secure the league. Without shadow of a doubt. Because right now, it's the worst case scenario for Arsenal. First things first, we have to sit 2 weeks on this loss, by the way. Don't forget it's international break. We will sit on this trash for 2 weeks. We will have to hear it online, on media, on socials. By the way, I have 2 colleagues who are Liverpool fans. Do you think I want to go to work tomorrow because of that? No chance in hell whatsoever. Yes, Liverpool are out of the cups and all this crap and everything. Do you think I'm not going to get embarrassed at work? I am scared shitless. And I don't even want to show my face there. I'm not gonna lie. But right now, the worst case scenario was for me losing this game, because we are losing to the same team that is chasing us in the league. Because if it was Chelsea, Villa, well, that would be a different story, but Chelsea, Villa, Liverpool couldn't give 2 fucking damns, because they are not chasing us. They are not in a title race. They don't have a shot at the title. But Man City do. 9 points. Okay, cool. Game in hand, 6 points. Game at Etihad, if they win 3 points, then it's anybody's game. The losing this game, to a degree, was the worst case scenario for Arsenal this season. Because Arteta's ego will be so damaged, again, I reiterate this, Arteta's ego will be so damaged that he will play even more cautiously and more defensive. We saw how Arteta changed from the 22-23 season, when his ego got damaged being 8 points clear, to what we're seeing right now. This right now, to a degree, is 10 times worse, because he knows that City can catch him right now. City have basically stood up to him and gave him straight knockdown punch in the teeth. Straight up. And Arteta is lying on the ground, some partial, what's its face? Head trauma, I forgot what it's called. Genuinely, just blanking my mind. Give me a sec. Concussion, partial concussion from that strike, and he doesn't know where he is. He genuinely does not know where he is right now. What a coward of a manager. Yeah, exactly. Should have brought Max and Eze by halftime. He's a coward. Eze cannot play at all. No heart, no passion, no bollocks. Big up AJ. Big up AJ. No fight, no nothing. Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Madueke all did absolutely nothing. Yes, exactly. At the time when we don't have a proper number 10, the winger should be creating. Winger should be doing something, but they did genuinely fuck all. And look at this. Trossard, 180 grand. Martinelli, 180 grand. Saka, 300 grand. Madueke is on what, 100 something grand. That's all together, by the way, about 800 grand in contracts. 800 grand in contracts, and they did nothing. 800 grand in contracts a week. And they looked like a 90-year-old guy who needs Viagra. Genuinely. That's about it. Only 2 players that come proud is Saliba and Gabriel. True. Saliba actually looked like he was on it today. The first half performance by Saliba he was covering Ben White's ass like no tomorrow. Pause. But everything, Saliba was on it. Gabriel also seemed like he was on it. But the second half performance, holy crap, I don't want to experience that. Exactly. Sack him now. Sack him now, right now. The tile will go to the VARs. It can easily be 6 points and when we play them. Yeah, easily. Obviously, it depends when City play the Crystal Palace game, right? The worst case scenario, to a degree, is the fact that it's still 9, right? And we play them, they win, and only then they have to play Palace, because that is definitely going to mess up with our heads. To be honest, if they play Palace before we play them mid-April, it's going to be even worse, because they know that they will be breathing down our necks big time. Sack Kappa now, Chelsea rejects. Yeah, again, Chelsea rejects doing the job. Same thing every season. Yeah, same shit, different toilet. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Get Rene Slaggers in. Yeah, would not be surprised. Joshua's in the stands. If he is watching this and thinks that we're gonna do this with this type of performances, he must be blind, more blind than, I don't know, Stevie Wonder. We should have played Raya. Didn't see Kepa Stinker though. Yeah, we should have played Raya. I told that from the beginning, people. Always been Arteta out. Yep. Max, no one has time out. Wait, no one has time. Yeah, no one has time to all this stream, by the way, Marlon. Nobody. What makes it worse is City didn't need to go out of the second gear. Yeah. As soon as all these Dokus and Doku, and I reiterate, Doku, a Belgian version of Gervinho, people, made us look like a championship team. Belgian Gervinho made us look like a championship team. How does that make any sense? How? How did we allow ourselves to stoop that low? How? And big up Donna Potts. Big up Donna Potts. Big up. Big up, big up, big up. Thank you for being here. Big up Donna Potts. Hope Potts is doing well after this loss as well. Hopefully he's not too disappointed, but knowing Potsy, he's holding it in and preparing not to punch everyone. I would assume so. I have never seen him too pissed off, but I've seen him getting loose a bit this season. I think this could be the one that breaks it all, to be honest. Yeah, I would imagine that Dan is fuming to the maximum degree as well. I would genuinely imagine. Yeah, why no Max Dauman? Why? What? Tell me something Max Dauman could not have done today that other players did. Because the rest of the wingers did absolutely nada. You want to tell me Max Dauman could have done even less? Only way Max Dauman could have done less was by not playing. And that's what happened today. There is no way Max Dauman could have done less. Why get into the final if we are going to do that? Exactly. We played like it was Newcastle last year. We got absolutely done over. Dauman 0 minutes, Kelly 0 minutes, Vanieri on loan. Vanieri, by the way, scored today. Seriously, people, Vanieri scored today for Marseille against Lille. Lille lost 2-1, but on the stroke of halftime, Ethan Vanieri from Paixão's assist scored a goal. I bet they would at least have some fight. Exactly. Exactly, they would. Big up Godfrey. Big up, big up. Absolutely disgraceful. Exactly. Absolute disgrace and embarrassment. Some Gunnar said this cup ain't important, but would celebrate if we won it. Exactly. Exactly. Make it make sense. Oh, it's an irrelevant trophy. It's beneath Arsenal. No trophy is beneath Arsenal. The interview with Tony Adams in like 1995, I think it was. Something like that. I might be mixing my years. In an interview, he said, no trophy is below Arsenal. For a club of the stature like Arsenal, they should be going for every single goddamn trophy available to them this specific season. There are no excuses, no nothing. Nothing. But right now, part of the fan base is treating this like it's nothing. Oh, we lost, so who cares? We move on. No, it doesn't. We have been there. We have done that. Like, I don't get this. These double standards on this. My grandfather passed away 3 years ago today from... Dude, I'm sorry for your loss. Genuinely sorry for your loss. But damn, that's like a double whammy. I'm very sorry, AJ. Genuinely very sorry. Saka is doing more harm than good right now. Yeah, exactly. He's doing also haram on the pitch, so that's a double whammy for him. He wanted so badly Kai Havertz. Exactly. He wanted Kai Havertz to win it for us. The fact is that Arteta wants to win his way or no way at all. You either win by the Arteta rules or you don't win. And unfortunately, this stance Arteta has is doing more harm than good for Arsenal. He wants to win his way with Havertz, with Odegaard, with all these men, and that's never going to happen. Let's be real. An old man with a walking stick moves faster than 20-year-old Saka, dude, running backwards as well. Kepa couldn't claim simple cross, and even he's going to play against Southampton, and I'm very worried about Southampton. Arteta, just like our club, chose the politically correct choice and started Kepa. We keep choosing this BS over the ruthless, and it gets us nothing. Exactly. Ancelotti, when he was at Real Madrid, when he got asked, why didn't he play youth too much when he was there? He said, I am at Real Madrid to win trophies, not to win youth. Obviously, Real Madrid, different standards. We all know this. But at Arsenal, at some point, this also should happen. We are there to win trophies, not to play youth. The thing is, though, our youth players are level above our senior players. Quite a few of them, by the way. And Arteta just doesn't want to play them because he's afraid an 18-year-old Vanieri will Odegaard look like a, I don't know, B-Tech player. Max Dauman, 16 years old, will make his star boy 300 grand a week Saka look like Ryo Miyachi or someone like that. Or Takuma Asano or something. Play Kepa confirms he has cup appearance contract. Most likely, something like that. I said it before kickoff when I saw the lineup. Havertz in midfield is a liability. He's always a liability when he plays in the midfield. Or not even then. Whenever he plays, he's a liability. We just are lucky that if it gets through. Park the bus from minute one. How embarrassing. We had 2 chances, maybe 2.5 chances to score. It's sheer and utter embarrassment. I would have put Norgard next to Rice and Zubi as a cam. That would have been an interesting one. Norgard and Rice a double pivot and Norgard in the 10 would have been much more interesting. Much more something unique. Although we all know Arteta is pragmatic, safe and sound, and nobody's want to do that. Good thing we sent Wanyeri out on loan. He scored today. Yeah, big up Cooper. And Wanyeri scored today, 100%. That's the only positive I have seen today from Arsenal players. Wanyeri scored on loan for Marseille. Marseille still lost, by the way, 2-1 to Lille. But he scored. Adapting to find what he started. Yeah, exactly. He's not adapting. Poor Eze. Eze looked pissed off. He's injured, cannot play, and if Eze's injury is for a long term, it's gonna get even worse. Cherky doing kick-ups with, yeah, exactly. He's doing keepy-up. He's walking on the pitch. By the way, speaking of all these keepy-uppies and all this crap, we are 2-0 down, 76 minutes, something like that. Camera turns to Martinelli warming up on the sidelines. He's warming up. Team is losing 2-0. He should be frustrated. You know what he's doing? He's chatting up anecdotes, jokes, and mad libs, and all this crap with Savio on the sidelines while warming up. You are losing 2-0 in a cup final. I understand Savio laughing because he's 2-0 up. But in which universe you, Martinelli, who has been quite crap this season in Premier League, by the way, and been crap for about 2 years, have the nerve to on the sidelines to warm up, laugh, giggle, and just be, hey, getting jiggy with it, getting jiggy with it, and all this crap. What gives you the nerve, and who does allow that? Make it make sense. Because when I'm 2-0 down in a game, I'm pissed off. I'm ready to punch something up. Nah, he's just warming up, laughing, and hee ho, hey. Fucking disgrace, man. Midfield was non-existent. Swiss cheese midfield, 100%. This game just showed how many positions we still lack in quality. Yeah, it was pretty darn grim, let's be real. And to be honest, to a degree, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, which I don't do much, but bear with me here. We actually don't lack quality in some positions. We lack the tactics and the style to suit those players. Because many players in this team are played out of this position. And also the system they are playing in heavily is not suited for their style of play. Arteta has made those players to adapt to him, not adapted himself to the players as well. And that is a big worry. Big worry. Yeah, Berta should be calling Enrique, Flick, whoever. Just call it now. You parked the bus and 2-0 down. Yeah, that was just... It's Arteta settings, isn't it? It's Arteta tax. Smash the likes and subscribe, people, if you haven't already. It eases the pain, trust me. Yeah, bringing on left back and like cauliflower of all people. Like, come on, man. Was Martinelli... Exactly. Great minds think alike. Didn't see that comment, but laughing at the sidelines, come on, man, when you're 2-0 down. Big up anyway. Yeah, sack Arteta, sack Havertz, sack half of the team and everyone else. Like, seriously. Big up Pozdianj, big up Spurs. Tough loss today, 3-0 at home. Cannot even laugh at that, for fuck's sake, because we lost. Bad performance and results. Really think this will affect the players badly and in the title run, and you'll choke in on the league. I will not be surprised, and to a degree I expect it, because we have been there before, we have done that before. Would not be surprised if it happens again. On the other side note, don't choke, you might go down as well. Arteta has no balls. Ever since he lost the league 2 years ago, he has gone coward football. Yeah, exactly. When we were 2-0 up at Anfield, Xhaka did that stupid thing, squaring up to Trent. He was poking the bear, so to speak. Game finished 2-2. Arteta has not been same since. These scars are running so deep into him with these losses, with these embarrassments, that he is afraid. And right now, after this loss, it actually will get worse. We will see even more defensive football. Would not be surprised. This loss will have an effect on team now. Watch, exactly. Mentally especially, and that is half of the game. From playing attacking football to playing like underdogs. Yeah, exactly. Top of the league. Champions League favorites, so to speak, right? Carabao Cup final, quarterfinals of FA Cup. Technically speaking, on top of the world, playing like underdogs, parking the bus against City team who defensively is fragile. You can definitely get at them. Worst City team in the last 5-6 years, if not more, I've seen last 10 years. Worst City team the last 10 years, and we could not beat them. Worst City team in last 10 years, and we could not beat them. This was like Bayern Munich. Best Arsenal team in a decade, worst Bayern Munich team in the decade 2 years ago in Champions League, and we could not get past them. Same thing, same scenario, and again, we are in pain. We have to sit on this crap for 2 weeks now because it's international break. Well, let's be real, it could get worse because somebody might get injured during the international break. Then we have to play Southampton at St. Mary's, which is not going to be piece of cake because after international break, we're going to be knackered. We don't perform after international break well. They will have a fresh squad. On top of all that, we always struggle at St. Mary's against Southampton. They're one of our bogey teams, especially away, not just at home, especially away. It's going to be another long one then, isn't it? City actually might win it. One trophy from 26 available. Oh, freaking hell. He has pretty much 4% win rate. Holy crap. If this was at a club like Brighton, Palace, Newcastle, oh, fine. At Arsenal, to have 4% win rate, City was down and out. To be honest, they was there for the taking. Exactly. Just like Liverpool this season. At Anfield, at home, Liverpool are not the same. They were there for the taking. We haven't scored against Liverpool this season. Seriously. We have lost 1-0, played 0-0. We haven't scored against Liverpool this season. Yet this is arguably one of the worst Liverpool teams we have seen in recent times as well. Let's not forget that City didn't even have Diaz or Gehi in their 11. The midfielders playing in their fullback positions. Exactly. Gehi could not play today because he was signed during mid-Carabao Cup semi-finals. Only because of that. The real captain is Saliba. What a performance. Saliba had very good performance, especially in the first half. The only one trying to win the game. Big up Dr. Seymour. Big up Dr. Seymour. They say the other day about City being a wooden animal. Exactly. Big up Dr. Seymour. I said the same thing. City's backs are against the wall. One of the dangerous people in the world are the people who have absolutely nothing to lose. And City were a team that pretty much have nothing to lose. They went for it. They got it. O'Reilly with 2 goals. And God help us all for the rest of the season. Genuinely speaking. Big up Quaja. Big up. Absolute embarrassment today. I think my wrist is broken because I punched the wall after the second goal. I hope it's not a concrete wall because it might be broken. Retard used this severance package to pay my hospital bills. Dude. Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes and subscribe. The worst part about this is that when we finally sack Arteta, we have to rebuild this whole team besides like 5 or 6 players. Yes and no. I get where you're coming from because the players have been run into the ground. It's embarrassing. It's rough. They are ruined. At the same time, I can guarantee you if we signed a proper manager instead of Arteta, he would get proper tune out of these players. Because as I said, half of these players are being played out of position and half of these players are being tasked to do specific things in the game they are not fully equipped for. Like Rice being an 8, he's not equipped for that. Saka on the right wing, fully not equipped for that. Havertz, the less said than burying the 10 and everything. Like, there are lots of these players. Lots of these players. 15 likes. Keep smashing them, people. It's like we think we won because we are in the position. We are... Yeah, we... Maybe not the team, the fan base. A certain part of the fan base are the most arrogant people in the world. Southampton Nest, let's hope Eze is fine. Oh, help us. He has withdrawn from the international duty, so let's hope. Big up Taff. Big up Taff. Disappointment. It's very expected, but my ear still rings saying Premier League. Well, it's long. Still hella long. 2 months to go. Arteta was so overhyped because he came from Man City, but it's clear that he is more heavily influenced by Moyes tactically than Pep. Yeah. Let him go to Everton and manage them at this level. Mid-table, yeah. And he's not going to get the backing there. Let's see what he does without the money, without the patience as well. Let's be real, to a degree. Somehow, Arteta has been coached by Pep, has worked with Pep, David Moyes, Arsene Wenger, by the way. He has played with Ronaldinho and players like that. Yet he plays like David Moyes. Of all the things he could have chose to play like in the world, he decided to park the bus. I've never seen a person still make the same mistake over or the definition of insanity. Same mistake, same crap over and over and over again. It's getting annoying. We are out them two competitions. There could be that. 20 likes. Big up to you all, people. Much love and much appreciate that. Big up to you. Little bro Arteta, he's petrified of Pep. Mr. Miyagi settings. Wax off, wax off, wax on, wax off type of shit. Arteta really thinks he can beat Mr. Miyagi at his own game, where Arteta has taught everything Miyagi has taught him. But Mr. Miyagi hasn't taught Arteta everything Mr. Miyagi knows. So, go figure. Yeah, people, please like the stream and subscribe. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Appreciate that, appreciate that. Where was Raya? It's an absolute disgrace. Our lineup was terrible. They should have put Dauman instead of Noni. Yeah, 100%. Why Raya didn't start? People told me to start Kepa because he's a cup goalkeeper. My mentality for this game was start the best of the best you have. Start the best players in each position you have available. Because there is no room for error. There is no way back. You either win it, go out swinging, or you look like a fool. And obviously Arteta chose to look like a fool. If this was any other manager, they'd attack the game and throw the kitchen sink. But no, exactly. Exactly. Arteta shit the pants. Might need to change his diaper. You may as well call it a 3-point lead at this point. To a degree, yes. Genuinely, to a degree, yes. Quick question. Do we win the Premier League on the 24th? No, we don't. If I was failing like Arteta in any job, do you think I'd be sacked? Of course. You are not getting 3 times new contract offer with triple the salary increase every single time. You are not getting that. Saka Trossard on the wings. Why was he on the wings so much? He wasn't playing centrally. As many and the more questions you ask, the less answers you're gonna get. The less answers you're gonna get, the more questions are gonna rise. And unfortunately, that is the story with Mikel Arteta. Good point. And now no Eze, so our midfield is dead now. No Timber. Most teams will have more chance to score against us than we have tendency under Arteta to let teams to come back. Exactly. Arsenal made today. Doku, the Belgian Gervinho, looked like he was like, I don't even know who. Pires on the sidelines. I'm very sorry for this comparison, but that's how it felt like. He was dancing around like, and nobody can do anything about it. Put Saka as a left back. He came through the academy as one. He's not. Saka doesn't have the legs to be a left back anymore. Saka doesn't have the legs to be a left winger or a left back. Saying that, Saka actually has the legs to be a left winger, just not in Mikel Arteta's system where a left winger needs to play a left back half the time. If he would not have to sprint back every single goddamn time, maybe he would be better. Trade Saka plus money for Elise. I would take Elise, but Bayern are not selling. Not the first time. Saka crossing it to Joker is always cutting. Yeah, always. That's why I want him on the left. Maybe he could do something else there. We don't win. Yeah, exactly. Big up Donna. Big up Donna. Big up Mrs. Potts. Big up. Big up Mama Patsy. Big up. We have only lost 3 games with Troy all season. Why not start him tonight? Exactly. Big up James. Big up James. ESPN and Sky Sports just revealed the reason why he didn't play today. He got a calf injury during warm-ups. Oh, here we go. Another warm-up injury. The warm-up strike again. What is Gabriel Heinze doing in the warm-ups? Why Saliba gets injured in the warm-ups? Calafiori. Who else was there? Havertz and now also Eze. Why is everyone getting injured in the warm-ups? God knows how long that calf injury is going to last him for now. And don't worry, people. Odegaard is back. We balled 8 or 9, so I know lose means more. Exactly. We could balled 8-point lead, definitely. Kepa was F. A mistake led to 1-0. Kepa screwed up. That's why I want to dry it. Why so late to the subs? Exactly. Arteta again was reactive, not proactive. Once again, he decided to make subs when we conceded the first goal. By the time the subs were prepared, we have conceded the second goal. Might as well just throw the subs plan in the bin. Sub on Max, sub on pretty much half the attackers, every single attacker you have on the bench. Just try, go for it. Just try and go for it. Big up Gavin, big up Everest, big up Resident Liverpool fan in the chat. Watch the match while doing night shift, waste of time. When will this terrorist of a manager leave? Well, God knows when. Josh Kroenke was in the stands today. He was watching the game. Do you think he's satisfied with this crap? Question for the audience. Do you think Josh Kroenke was happy with today's performance? Yes, he was in the stands watching the game. We should have stayed. Max City know nothing about him. Yeah. As is going to be out for a while. He has calf injury now. Exactly. It feels like it could be about 3-4 weeks, and that means he's going to miss Sporting Lisbon. Might be both legs. Of course, Southampton and all these games, and Bournemouth at home, and oh, Jesus. Doku can dribble fast feet, no end product. Yeah, he can do that. But we made him look fantastic today, especially in the second half. That's how poor we were. Exactly, Doman would have done something. 100%. Here's Everest channel, people. Go subscribe, go show him some love. 1 billion ball jobs, basically. I think Dan is going to put up a very passionate rant today. I think that he's going to do a match reaction on his channel. I haven't checked YouTube at all, to be honest. I tried to calm myself for the stream. I think Dan is going to put a reaction, and then the panel show we're going to have, it's going to be pure fire. It's going to be pure fire, because there are going to be Arteta critics and maybe 2 Arteta pros. Still, I trust the processing and all this stuff. White got cooked today. White has lost. White is not the same, nowhere near. When is enough? Yeah, when enough is enough? When? Seriously. Top Gunners posting we're still winning the league. They're trying to cope. Exactly. Seriously. I can't, like, you as you say this, right? Serious talk. This is my friend who said me this. This is what I posted during the day, after the game. I posted this after the game. He said, "Pointless cup. Calm down, bro. We still win the league." I answered with this. Pointless cup, trophyless for 6 years, haven't won anything. Last time won Carabao Cup was 33 years ago and counting, plus performance was embarrassing. See, no answer. But yeah, this is the cope right now. Pointless cup. Calm down, bro. We will still win the league. That is the cope right now. Because before the game is, oh, we gonna smash City. City are nothing. They can be Garnett. They gonna do nothing against us. We lost the game. Oh, pointless cup. And it's always like that. Double standards. Double standards. All the goddamn time. Arteta was asked and he regrets about the choice of the keeper. He replied, "No, I would do it again." Oh, bloody hell. He would do it again, you know. He would put Kepa in the goal again. Holy crap. In these type of games. Big up Handlebar. Big up Handlebar. We will win the Premier League. Well, not sure about that one, Chief, anymore. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, 14 months. He said what? Yeah, he said that. He said that. He actually said that. Yeah, Rene Slagas has 2 major trophies in 16 months. Arteta has 1 in 6.5 years. And by the way, Rene Slagas has won Club World Cup and the Champions League. Arteta has won the COVID FA Cup. Comparisons. And by the way, our women's team is only 40 years old. Arsenal is 140 years old. Exactly. Why the sentiment over Kepa? I don't know. Oh, Dan is gonna unleash the clip. I'm very interested, because I haven't seen it yet, what Turkish is gonna say on his fan cam. On top of that, how he's gonna promote Proton VPN, because he usually, when Arsenal lose, that is a cinema and a half. I wasn't even born the last time we won this trophy. I was born that year. I was born in 1993. So that says a lot, isn't it? When there's more than top Sooners, club history are defined by trophies. You win all the trophies. Exactly. Exactly. No trophy should be beneath Arsenal. The amount of trophies we have is the reason why we are the third biggest club in England. Man City have just won another trophy. They are not that far from us, to be honest. They are not that far from us. They could overtake us. We could soon be fourth or fifth at this pace. Yeah, United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City. I think it goes like that, something in those lines. 24 likes, big up to you all. Arsenal women have more balls than Arsenal men. Well, that's true. There's nothing sorry to say. It's just, well, facts. Let's be real. Smash the likes, people. Smash the likes and subscribe. Star boy, more like star dust. There is no dust. There is no star. There is just dusty ashes. Let's be real. Limping ashes, so to speak. Big up AFC always. I'm lost for words. Arteta had us sitting back at Wembley. Yep, coward settings. And I told you, man, that this is going to happen. 99% of the 99% my expectations for this game was Arteta is going to park the bus, sit back, like he usually does against City and Liverpool over the last years. And it happened once again. And we didn't nick the goals. Havertz didn't score that one chance, and that was about it. Martin didn't even want Odegaard. Yeah, they just sent him off. They chose Isco and all these men over him. And even then, they were not the biggest fans of Isco at the time, by the way. I think when Yeri suits much say it. Well, they play a proper style, yeah. When Yeri suits Arsenal as well, when Arteta is not in charge, just like Max Dauman. I just hope Arteta doesn't ruin Max Dauman and make him a systematic robot AI android. I want to hear excuses from Positive Dan now, who's talking 4-5-0. What happened? Oh, 4-5-0. Holy, I said 3-1. And even then I thought I was nuts. Would have gambled with Mosquera, tried back over White. Well, hindsight is a beautiful thing, so to speak. Let's be real. But at the same time, I get it. What excuses will a gal come up with? Oh, pointless trophy, bigger fish to fry. Eze was injured. Something else. There's definitely going to be something. The rain was too heavy, or the grass was too grassy. The ball was too bally. The ball was too round. The shin pads were too tight, or something. The shorts were not proper, made from proper materials. Arteta's hair gel was not enough in his hair, or I don't know. When the dog ran by and obstructed the view, or something. Big up LT Kings. Big up LT Kings. I hate Arteta, bro. We need him out. Facts. I was so Arteta in, but now I've swapped. He can't manage this club. He brought us here, but now we are too big for him. The only way I can forgive Prem plus Champions League. Same. For me, Arteta stays only if he wins Premier League, Champions League. Only then. I want to win Carabao Cup. I want to win FA Cup. But if he won them, would not be enough. I need the majors. After 6.5 years, billions spent, I need the majors. Let's be real. That's how the Saliba pulled out the France squad. He injured. Saliba as well? Holy, so hold on. I know I'm hella late on the chat. Just saying, I'm hella late for the chat. But I'm gonna get to end. Yep. Saliba has pulled out of the France national. Left ankle injury, William Saliba is replaced by Maxence Lacroix. The Crystal Palace defender is called up for the France for the first time in his life. Cheers, people. Eze injured? Cheers, people. Saliba injured? Cheers, people. It's been fun while it lasted, guys. It's been fun while it lasted, guys. Oh, this is no bueno. Nil playing like Witten. Yeah, it's just insane. Saka look like he's always limping. Like with Saka limping these days, you never can tell if he's fit or if he's not or what's happening there. Paid too highly, that's all they care about. Yeah, If I was Gyökeres, I'd be so pissed. Literally took a shit out from season from rivals, still top all goal scorer and everything. Yeah, and then it's insane. Saka is finished at this level 100%. The whole team is building from the back, exactly. And you take away one of the main back builders from Ryan. Our manager is clearly not a winner. I feel for the players 100%. 100%. Big up Handlebar. Big up. Well, Arsenal is the strongest side this year. City knew when to win. Exactly. It doesn't matter if you're strongest team for 30 games or 11. It matters if you're the strongest when it actually matters. In the final stretch. The season is a marathon, not a sprint. Cup final is also. You need to get it out. You need to have the know-how. You need to know how to win, how to manage your physicality, your emotions. Now our players don't know how to do that. Our manager, God knows, nowhere near knows how to do that. Let's be real. Yeah, Havertz is weak, lacks authority, lost yard of pace, can't finish, and everything. We couldn't do it last year when City were poor and let Liverpool win it. This year, we're this close to balling it again with Liverpool are shit. City are breathing down our neck. Yeah, and City as well is not the greatest. Let's be real. Gyökeres is made out to be the scapegoat, 100%. 100%. The one time we attacked properly, we won 5-1. Exactly. The one time we actually played attacking, we actually won. Or playing the players and everything. Yeah, Arteta, get out. Facts. Yes, Dana. Saliba is injured as well. Left ankle injury withdrawn from the international duty. Looks like the same ankle he messed up during the Liverpool game and a bit later afterwards as well. So at the moment, a small recap, right? Arsenal have lost the Carabao Cup. Eze has a calf injury and he's injured, and God knows how long he's out for, most likely 2-3 weeks. Saliba has been withdrawn from international duty. He's injured as well. Saka is a 50-50. Timber, nobody knows when he's coming back because he's injured as well. 3 of our main players are injured, by the way. And our sole season hopes at the moment rest on Odegaard and Havertz's big fit. So we are in a very optimistic and opportunistic position to win it all. Why did City win? Because City always buys the best wingers ever. Look at Doku and Semenyo. Arsenal players like basic football skills, like holding the ball, 1,000 ball control, possession, passing. For me, in Arsenal, we don't have technical players. We don't have. Only excluding Max and Ethan Wanyeri, by the way. That's a disclaimer. But we have athletes. Under Arteta, we are signing more athletes than actually football players. Big up Newsom, by the way. Big up News, yeah. We actually sign athletes more. We sign players who are more physical, taller, maybe a bit less shifty, maybe a bit less agility, but they can ball in the second floor and everything. They can go for the long balls. They're more physical, can do long throws, and can run a lot. They have big land capacity, let's just put it that way. But signing players like that usually comes at price. You lose the technical ability, you lose the skills, the dribbling, the agility, the quick movements, the creativity, and Arsenal are paying for that the ultimate price. Because Arsenal haven't signed like players like that. We don't have it. And the best players we have like that are teenagers from our academy who, because of that, look like they are head and shoulders above our senior players. And just because they are young and Arteta is afraid to trust them, they are not getting any minutes. Wanyeri has gone out on loan. There are talks that Miles Lewis-Skelly wants to leave Arsenal. Whether it's going to be on loan or sold in summer, we will have to wait and see. Unless Arteta goes, then it's obviously a different story. And what's going to happen with Max Dauman, God knows. Because the longer Arteta stays here, the bigger chances are that he is going to ruin Max Dauman as well. We couldn't win it. It's a free-flowing, beautiful, entertaining side under Wenger. Now it's starting to look like we can't even do it playing Mourinho either, supporting this club. Exactly. But at the same time, Wenger at least could win some FA Cups. And he won half of the tournament, if not more, playing with the under-20 teams and backup players. Arteta cannot even win it playing the main players, and he struggles against League One sides with playing the main players. There are levels to this as well. So if Arsenal have only 7 games left with a decent lead with this amount of games, they could really stretch it and win it this year. They could. And also, I could win $1 million. Like, go figure. At least Arteta can play Norgard He can't. Like, when we signed Norgard, oh, it's a sensible signing, few million. He definitely proven. Brentford captain, by the way. Pivotal role in Brentford's team. If we look at Norgard's minutes, on average, per game, this season in Premier League, he has almost 2 minutes per game on average. Proven. Brentford captain. Yeah, sensible signing. Arteta as a manager, he's the biggest problem for many managers to win a trophy. He's a coward and fearful negative manager, plus has low mental blocks against big teams, which relegation teams are defeating. Yeah, Arteta, one of the biggest issues with this manager is the mental aspect, psychological aspect of the game, because that is the place where many times half of the game, if not more, is won. And it's very evident that we are mentally fragile. When going gets tough, usually the tough get going. The weak crumble and succumb to the pressure. And unfortunately, looking at Arsenal, we are the weak ones who are succumbing to this pressure every time. We'll add to Saliba out. Holy crap. Max is amazing. Arteta might destroy him. Exactly. Big up Christopher. And that is one of my biggest worries. Give me Enrique. Facts. Give me Luis Enrique. Give me Luis Enrique. Whether he wins a trophy or not, Arteta needs to go after the season. Facts. Arteta needs to go. Arteta needs to leave this club like a champagne cork leaves the champagne bottle when you open it. Like, and it flies billion miles away. You're lucky if he doesn't hit the lamp. Let's just put it that way. City has very fast wingers, midfielders. Yeah, exactly. Arsenal have not the facilities to cope with that. Let's just put it that way. I meant since everyone is injured, it will force him to play Norgard more. Hopefully. Although where? Because the positions where we have injuries are nowhere where Norgard plays. So unless he plays, again, a player out of position, Norgard is not going to get minutes. Big up, Hendon. Hope you're doing well. Just back from the pub. Met up with Binks. Big up Binks and Jamboy. Big up to them. Big up. Watch the match with them. Well, at least you had chance to watch it with someone, have a few beers, good laugh, and everything, hopefully. Told you, Robo, this fraud will never get this team across the line. True, but you said it's going to be 1-1. It was even worse. We lost 2-0. We had two shots in second half. That's how bad we were. Let's just put it that way. Max Dauman plus Manieri and Skelly will leave Arsenal because of clueless manager who can't trust them, who can't and won't trust him. Yeah, exactly. Because Arteta is afraid that a 18-year-old, 19-year-old Manieri is going to outshine his El Capitan, Grande Capitano, the Faroe Islands whisperer, Odegaard. That Max Dauman is going to outshine his franchise golden boy, Bukayo Saka. And that Skelly, in the 8th, actually, is going to look better than Declan Rice because he somehow reluctantly refuses with such big hate to play Rice in the 6th, which is his natural position. His best games are actually in the 6th, looking at what he did for West Ham there and everything. Because he can still take corners from the 6th. We don't need much there. We need Skelly in the 8th and Rice in the 6th and Eze in the 10. We need stuff like that. Yeah, Eze got injured in the warm-up, apparently. Old Saliba again injured the same ankle he injured against Chelsea during the Chelsea game and during the Liverpool game. It's looking hella long. 31 likes, big up to you all. Much love, people. Much appreciate that. I would have rather played well and lost. I much rather we actually go for it, throw kitchen sink at it, and we lose 2-3-0. We have chances. We basically do everything we have in our power. Then sit back, stink out the place, and they nick it. Just like it was against Liverpool at Anfield. We parked the bus. We sat back. Szoboszlai scored a phenomenal free kick. One moment, they win the game. That's about it. Arsenal did nothing that game. We can only wait and see what's going to happen. Next game for Arsenal against City might be a decider. We need to live that far because by that time, it could be a completely different story what it is right now. I predict the stinkfest. So, yeah, in that regard, yeah. Arsenal only played defense after the first 15 minutes. Standard operating procedure from Arteta. Yeah, first 10-15 minutes, go for it. If it doesn't work, well, you're fucked. Excuse my French. Genuinely. At this point, and even entertain having Wenger come in. Wenger is not going to come in. Wenger is not going to come in, unfortunately. Ship that captain armband of Saka, utter nonsense, making him the captain. Yeah, Saka should not be nowhere near the captain. Nowhere near, just like Odegaard. Give it to Gabriel, give it to Rice, one of them. At least try. Arteta set up the fear of losing, yeah. And that's always like that for Arsenal under Arteta, especially against Liverpool and City. Saka is finished, 100%. Henry for manager, no chance in hell. I don't want ex-Arsenal legends as managers, unless they have won major trophies, like leagues and all this stuff, and he has not. Fabregas would do better than Arteta. Oh, that goes without saying. Skelly is the best number 8. Skelly is fantastic number 8. He by default is a number 8, number 6. Arteta just plays him left back like a moron. Why not play him in there? Because he will strengthen left back. Exactly, but hey, I'm even more convinced that Arsenal are not going to win. Yeah, that is the biggest worry right now. Because now City have the edge, psychological edge. And at this stage of the season, that psychological edge works tenfold. And let's be real, playing games against, even if we look at Arsenal's schedule, we have Bournemouth at home, Burnley at home, Fulham at home, West Ham away, Newcastle at home, and Crystal Palace away, right? These games at the end of the season, when everything is on the line, are 10 times harder than the beginning of the season when there is almost no pressure on those games. Let's be real. We should have signed Semenyo when we had the chance. Exactly. We had the chance to sign Kvaratskhelia last summer, and we all did nothing. Let's be real. Big up KKX. Big up. Had enough of this fraud. Bring Enrique in the summer. 100% agree. 100% share utter fact. Fully agree with you. Side note, if we ever buy another Chelsea player, I'm finished watching this club. If we win a until we win a Champions League, we ain't doing this big year. Yeah. Yep. That is another thing we need to look at and need to be worried about. Let's just put it that way. It is a bit of a massive worry. If we sign another Chelsea player, I'm genuinely gonna... It's gonna get long, to say the least. It definitely is gonna get long than if we sign another Chelsea player. Because then it's gonna go south real goddamn quick. But yeah, people. Smash the likes, subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna head off because it's almost half midnight. I need to go do some things still. Have a nice evening. Try to stay sane. Try to cope with this. See you all tomorrow. Hopefully Arsenal don't cause you pain also tomorrow. For today, I'm gonna be signing off. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be more calm. However, 2 of my colleagues are Liverpool fans, so I'm gonna get another beating tomorrow. Let's be real. So we'll see how that's gonna go. But for today, I am out. Peace.